Alright, it's Thursday morning. I'm on the way to Gillingham. It's 6:15. I've got my coffee with me, keep me going. Last night I had done the site survey report and I'd also done the quote for the Cambridge job. So although it took me a bit of time, my partner was busy doing something else, so I thought I might as well make use of the dead time and work on some FCC stuff. I was having a look at a couple of tenders last night too. We've got a couple of site visits coming up, two next week Monday 28th, so I've got those booked in. Tenders have a lot of prep work. They're quite time consuming with very little turnaround. I've not actually won a tender yet, but I've got work from the tenders, so it's all good stuff. I'm thinking about starting to employ someone to look at these tenders for me, someone cheap that can just pick out key information and go and do the site visits. So I don't know if that's something that Eli can do for me, or it will be something I need to have someone else do, because it is very time consuming. But like I said, sometimes it can pay off. So I was looking at a couple of those. I haven't edited the Ealing quote. I haven't done the site specific RAMs for it. I just got home too late to squeeze all that in as well. So this morning we're on our way to Gillingham. We've got the ACO drain strip out replacement to do there. So I've got to print off the boys' RAMs that got addressed yesterday with the corrections to be made. I've got to set up some inductions for the boys, and I've got a lot of things to address. I was just going through my to-do list this morning as I was getting ready for work, and I've got quite a few things to address which we'll go through a bit later. But right now my key is to get to site nice and early. I'm going to be there in about 15 minutes, so about 6:30, 6:40, nice and early, so I can get myself ready for the day, and try and close out these things this morning for new client LS, so that I can just nip all that in the bud. They also need me to do some confirm some documents to them on their supplier procedures, so I've got to do some I've got to answer some queries on that as well. So a lot of admin to do today, and we're working on a petrol forecourt today, so I need the boys on their best behaviour. Plus we've got a site visit this morning from someone at the end client, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. But for now, I'm gonna catch up with you in a bit, and I'm gonna listen to some music and chill out for a little bit. Sign in. Alright, we're here. Let's have a look at this drain. We've only got 14 metres, so I assume we've got the turn here coming down. I think we're coming up, maybe halfway up here somewhere. I need to check the drawing. As you can see, we're right next to the fuel intake. We're going to just put the barriers around here and down, close off this pump to give us plenty of room. Obviously the boys are going to be using a steel saw to cut this out, cut this chase. So really I need to make sure that they keep the water suppression on that all the time, because this is a high risk environment, especially when these things create sparks. So we need to be on them. So I'm just going to go inside now, make myself known to the store manager, and see if I can get their RAMs printed in here. So I'll catch up with you in a minute. Okay, good news. So I've got the site file, got a laptop. I'm going to print these RAMs. They've said it's all right. The manager's not here right now. I've just got the supervisor. So I'm just going to get this site file prepped up, get out our first aid kit, and start prepping up the area, and start going through my to-do list, which we'll talk about in a minute. I've just had to chase a payment just now over email for some expenses which didn't get paid last week. So, you know, you need to keep an eye on that and make sure that all your income, you're making sure that you're chasing it. If people ain't sending you the money, you need to push on it. Remind yourself, don't forget about the money that's outstanding. I mean, that's basics, that is, but, you know, I've messed up a few times, can't lie. Alright, so I've just been doing site inductions with the boys, getting them signed onto their new Rams that we've just printed in here. We've got permits. We're due to get an inspection today, so I want to make sure that we're all on point with everything. We've got induction records, their Rams, policies, insurances. I'm going to put all that inside of the checkboard today for the first aid kit and put that in the guy's workstation. We've been talking about how to do the job safely, and according to their Rams, we've got to call the petrol station authority for this branch and just let them know that they're aware that we're going to be doing some works on the fuel station today. So that's all part of the training for the SBA card for the working on the petrol stations. So we need to make sure that we're abiding by those rules. The boys have been filling out their paperwork, hot works permits, because we're gonna, well, we shouldn't really be emitting any sparks because we're going to be watering everything down, water suppression over all the dust and the sparks. So we shouldn't really having many sparks and things coming away from the still saw. As long as the boys are on it, then that's good. It's only 10 meters. It's only that one section, not the return up next to pump one, but we are going to close pump one off anyway, just for customer and worker safety. I'm going to go and set up this board now, get these boys cracking on, and we'll chat in a bit. Right, it's raining out here. I'm not going to bother putting up the checkboard. If the auditor comes, I'm just going to tell him it's all in the car, which it is. The boys are set up, all barriered off. I'm just going to speak to them about, might keep pump one open. I'm going to have a think about that. I've got the extinguishers out. It's just this section that we're taking. We're going to break it out, cut it nice and early, and then tomorrow we'll finish it off. Half a day probably. So yeah, not bad. I'm probably going to jump in the car now. I'm not trying to stand out here in the rain. I'm going to make some phone calls. I'm probably going to edit this quote, and yeah, I'll chat with you in a bit. It is chucking down out here, boys. Chucking down. These boys are brave, mate. I'm standing under the shelter before I go in the car and do some work. They can't work in this. This is crazy. Okay, so I've edited the quote for LS for Ealing. That's done and sent to him along with the site audit report for Ealing. So those two are done. So that closes out outstanding quotes that I need to do with him. The only thing I need to do is address some matters that have been raised to me by LS on the supply registration documents. I need to send them some stuff and answer some queries. I don't have all the answers to them right now, so I'm going to have to go through that a little bit later. I still need to do the site-specific Rams though for Ealing, which I'm going to try and get done in a little bit. Just done a CV review for my partner as well. The best CV I've ever seen, basically. So that gets that out of the way for her, so she can relax. That's what she was doing last night. So that's out of the way. Right now, I'm just going to go and see how the boys are getting on. I've got to do a PPE order, and well, I've done the order. I just need to pay for it, so I'm going to set up that payment now. And also I need to talk to GoDaddy about my website, because for some reason it's not working how it should be. So I want to be getting on to the chat to them in a moment when I get back in the car, and yeah, get that closed off as well. And we still haven't had the visit from the health and safety guy yet, so we'll see if that happens. The boys are still outside in the rain, but I can't hear too much from them right now, so I'm just going to go and check and see if everything's all right, and we'll catch up in a bit. Peace. I want to give you guys some content on what's going on over there, but I don't really want to keep getting my phone out on the forecourt. We know that's not. We know that's a bit of a hazard. So trying to stay away from the work area on my phone. But I'm gonna just give you a little. Just the two blokes at the moment. The other guy has got screw fix to get a new steel saw blade. They've got more cutting to do, but the blade has gone out on it. So we're at a stalemate right now. The rain's slowed down, which is good for these boys, because that was a bit naughty, that rain. So I'm just going to jump back in the car now, speak to GoDaddy about the website, and I've just had a couple of emails and messages come in, so I'm just going to catch up on a few admin tasks, and maybe I can start opening up the site-specific rounds for Ealing. We'll see how we get on. So I've just had a chat with the store manager. He's happy with the works we're carrying out and that everything is safe. So that's one good thing. The health and safety facilities manager might not be coming out today. Rain might have scared him off. But so be it. We'll still be working the same anyway if he was or wasn't here. I'm hungry. I'm going to go and get some food shortly. I've just paid for the PPE that I was talking about earlier. That's done, because I hadn't actually sent me the quote. I knew how much it was, but for some reason there was something wrong with my email. I think it's linked to my email, my website issues as well. Something going on there. So I'm on chat to GoDaddy right now as we speak. I've sent him all the details and everything, and I'm just waiting for him to GoDaddy to fix my issues with the email and with the website. So hopefully he'll get that sorted really soon. Usually those things take 48 hours, I think. So although we might be fixed today, we might not see the results of that for another couple of days. So we'll keep an eye on it. Other than that, I'm hoping that the boys are going to get finished nice and early today. I've not really got too much to do after here. I know that I've got to take the car in today to get to do a diagnostic for the engine management light that we were talking about yesterday. That's local to my house, and he's going to have it overnight. So tomorrow I'm going to have to come back to site here, but I'm going to be getting a train. Luckily it's sunny tomorrow and it's not weather like this, so should be a nice easy day, light work. So if we get away early here, I know I need to unload the car. I've got loads of stuff in here, as you can see. Loads of stuff, the boot's full as well. So I've got to offload all of that into the garage, ready for the overnight. And Dougal's taking the car on Saturday. So yeah, I'm going to be without the car for a couple of days, so I need to make sure my stuff is out of it. And other than that, I'm probably going to hit McDonald's, grab a cheeseburger or something like that. I don't even know what the time is. 9:26. Don't think I can get a cheeseburger. I think it's only breakfast, so I might have to be a muffin and a coffee. And we'll catch up in a bit. Nice one. Looks like they're pretty much done doing the cutting. Just got to dig all that out now. The boys are just having something to eat. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go and check out this site over here, see what's going on. To do with me, but I like to go and see projects and see what's happening. I'm not going to try and speak to nobody, but I like just to see what's going on, see how other companies are doing things. It's interesting, it's all good knowledge. You know, that job over there that I'm walking to now, really, that would be perfect. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. It looks like we've got a new structure, some kind of warehouse unit, brand new. I can see RC frame steps on the inside. We've got towers all around the outside for a handrail. Looks like this is all going to be metal cladded by the looks of it. Staircase going up to the roof. Looks like they've got some full netting in place at the moment, which obviously when they've got the steel workers erecting the steel and the roofers, it's a full protection measure, a collective full protection measure. So I'm just going to see if I can get a closer look here. Doesn't look like anyone's working, but we'll have a look. Let's show you what don't know how close I'm going to be able to get. Like I said, it looks like it's a closed site anyway. Not that they'll let me on, but I'm gonna turn this around. It's probably not too far away from how far I'm going to get. I hear some noise. Let's see it closer. Let's see if we can get it closer. Poke our nose right in. Sad, isn't it? I would love this job. It's perfect. A little bit big, i.e. contract value, would be quite high for something like this. But ultimately, if you can get the funding and things like that, then, and you manage the budgets correctly, then it shouldn't be too much of an issue around for you. This is as close as we're going to get. Looks like they're probably doing some kind of car park here. There are some people working inside. Outside is just probably no outside trades today because of the weather. Westridge. I might check them out. See what they're doing. I want to check them out when we get in the car, see what they're up to. I'm just going to walk back now, go to the Golden Arches, get something to eat and a coffee. I'm probably going to sit in there for a little while and open up these site-specific RAMs so I can start working on those. Not trying to spend too long on them. I'm just going to do... I'll print off a version one time and show you what I do for these types of jobs. I do a small works construction phase plan that covers all angles of the subcontractor on site. I.e. on some of these jobs, I'm not a principal contractor, it's just a subcontractor. So it's literally just more or less labour only sometimes. So a CPP, construction phase plan, is sometimes the best bet. It's maybe a little bit overkill sometimes, but it's, once I've got a template there, which I do, it's just a matter of changing some details. So it's not too strenuous, but it's more about getting on a laptop, getting it in front of me and finding that time to sit down and think about what we need to do. But I've already done the quote, so I know the step-by-steps that we've got to take. It's now just a case of getting them down on paper, so when we get a job, the men can sign on to it and we know what we're working to. So yeah, I'm going to go hit McDonald's now. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Just before I go to McDonald's, these boys just got the jackhammer out, so we're going to go see what they're up to. Alright? Yeah. Alright, I'm in McDonald's. Out of the cold and the rain, my hands are freezing. I was just typing a couple of emails and my hands are so cold. My fingers are not moving quick enough to what I'm thinking, which has been an issue for a while. So yeah, I'm just waiting for my food now. I'm just going to start on those site-specific RAMs for evening. See if I can get them sent over while I'm in here now. Get them done. So that's off my table. Just had an email from a tender that I sent interest in last night, so I'm just waiting to see. Hello mate, thank you. So I'm just waiting to see how that goes. They've got to respond to me with a suitable date. I sent them for a site visit, so I sent them an email requesting a site visit and they said they'll be in touch. So hopefully I can try and squeeze that in on the 28th along with the others. That'll be 3 site visits in one day. It's a big ask and they're quite spread. One's in Sevenoaks, one's in Canterbury, Broadstairs, and the other one is up by Oxford way. So I'm hoping I can dot to all 3 and manage my time efficiently on that day. See what they come back with, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll catch up in a bit. Okay, that was a well-needed break. I've supplied LS with the documents that they required and sent me the requirements yesterday. So I've just responded to that email with all of the answers to the queries and documents needed. I've done the site-specific RAMs for Ealing and have issued the RAMs to LS for his approval. I've had some food, I've had some coffee. I'm just now heading over to the guys, see how they're getting on. Hopefully they're nearly done, and we'll see. I've also been watching some golf videos just now, taking a little break, practicing my iron swing in my head. Let's get it. Let's have a look at these boys. How you like here at the moment? Bit of storm. Not nice for these boys. Not great, but nearly out of it. Okay, so the boys are done. I'm done. Easy day today. Light work. Bit busy this morning, but past couple of hours I've just been chatting to the boys and just chilling, really, to be honest. Not many calls or emails coming in right the past couple of hours. Grabbed a little cheeseburger and that from McDonald's to see me through till dinner. Just on my way to Upchurch, I'm going to hit a few balls, practice my iron swing because it's shocking. And then I'm going to go home and empty out the car and get the car down to the Jag dealer so that he can do the run the diagnostics first thing tomorrow morning, which means I'll be getting a train to work. I've just promised the boys some breakfast tomorrow, and a screw gun, same as the other day. I'm going to need to bring my screw gun in for these boys, yesterday actually. So I'll bring a little rucksack with me, headphones, my PPE, screw gun. Unfortunately I can't bring my putter with me because I'm going to have an early day tomorrow by the looks of things. So not sure what I'm going to do yet tomorrow afternoon. It would have been nice to go and visit some jobs, but I've got nothing for tomorrow to go and see. So I'm hoping that I can probably get a looking at some tenders and get some bits done on that. But we'll see. We'll speak a little bit later, see how we're getting on. Not quite sure if that was a good golf session or a bad one. Some good shots, mostly bad, as usual, but it's all good training, it's all good learning. On my way back now, I'm going to call Dougal, see if she wants anything from the shop for dinner tonight. Not really sure what I'm fancying at the moment, but we'll see what she thinks. I'll probably grab that, get home, unload the car, and then grab my headphones, and then go and drop off the car to the Jag dealer. That's the plan. And then later on tonight, I don't really want to do any work. A couple of days, the last 2 days have been a drag. It's been a lot of mental stimulant, and it'll be nice just to take a load off. So we'll see if we can get that happening tonight. No doubt we'll get some time to chill. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Peace. Okay, some good news. Ealing quote for LS. Looks like that might be getting a green light. We were just having a discussion about progressing with that. We're talking about payment terms for this type of project. It's worth 12,500, and I'm probably going to have to pay for it all up, well, not all up front, but they run a 2-week payment procedure, so I'm going to have to spend about 5,000 on material before I even get paid, which it's not like it's a big problem, but it's not ideal. I mean, the job is only a week long anyway, so if I do use the 5 grand to spend it on material, probably more, because I'll be paying the lads too. I might even have to pay the whole thing out of my pocket and then get paid for it in a couple of weeks later. So it's not that much of a big deal, but I just need to have a think about how we're going to do that strategically, and I need to sort out labour for it too. So although it's not been given a green light for sure, I need to start having a few more conversations about who I'm going to get to do that roof. Thing is, it's a Westwood job, which Westwood is a manufacturer of a liquid membrane, which means that we need to have someone that has got the Westwood certificate. I know a few guys that do. It's just a case of who I'm going to get there, how I'm going to do it, and availability. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to make those conversations hopefully tomorrow if we get a green light, but it seems like it's going, it's been approved on LS side, but it's the end client that it's with right now, so hopefully we can get a green light on it tomorrow. Fingers crossed on that. Okay, I've unloaded the car, still got a few bits in it, but I've only unloaded, I haven't unloaded the stuff out of the boot. Oh, damn it, I'm gonna have to go back. Damn it. Ooh. Close one. Nearly didn't empty the boot, just the back. Had tools in there, screw gun, first aid kit, paperwork, all the bits I was going to take with me tomorrow in a bag, basically, and my boots. But that's done. I said I'll be there at 4:45, and I'm actually going to be there at, well, in a few minutes. So like 4:40, I think it is. So not bad, not bad. We're going to get a Turkish tonight, so don't have to go to a shop and buy any food. Not going to have the car now anyway, so that's fine. Let's drop this car off and have a walk back home then, in a bit. Alright, drop the car off. And now I've got about a 20-minute walk home or something. Two guys getting their hair cut, so I don't know how long that's going to take, maybe over an hour, I don't know. So I'm going to get home, prep my stuff for tomorrow, all done, site file, bits and pieces, put it in a bag, buy the train ticket for tomorrow, and what else do I need to do? Look at some checklists. And then when she gets home, we'll have Turkish, and then I'll chill, phone to one side for the day, for the night, sorry, and get back onto this tomorrow. Peace and love. Laters.